back, friends old and new. Deis Ferrous here, continuing our run of Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Last stream was actually surprisingly... Oh my goodness gracious. Did we just do this? Sorry. Last stream we actually didn't get a lot done because we were doing a lot of colony management because it just didn't have cooldowns on the projects and stuff. So they're jumping around colonies, doing a lot of their stuff, and doing a lot of their projects, and what's it called? Dealing with the events that kept popping up. Apparently, I also hopped up to the Heartless real quick to say hi. So I'm not sure why we're just back in dialogue with them there. That was weird. I hesitate to go back into colony management. I do actually kind of want to move a little bit. With that, yeah, we're still looking through Gene Stealer cults around where we find them. Let's see, we have to go Footfall, Nameless Star for Caligos. You have to wait for Nomos. Vabos 6 for Solomorn. Throne Room of Dargonis. Yeah, because the Versarians are accused of treason. Help Adira find a door somewhere. Another Footfall for Jai. Phaeton 4 for Gartrafal's Calamity. And I think... Yeah, I thought I did that. Gave me a lot of rumors. I'm not really sure what to do with those rumors. Yeah, let's make our way to Footfall already. Part of me wants to go back to the inventory, the colony management, and start doing that stuff, but at the same time, just nah. Oh look, that's new. That wasn't there before. Actually, no. Never mind. What am I talking about? I just saw the question mark there, and thought associate that. So we still actually have a way to get to those two planets. Go to Footfall. Yeah, that. Go to within rumor proximity, elusive plunderers. Elusive plunderers. What's that bring me? Ooh. Elusive plunderers. A band of vicious pirates have been plundering cargo ships throughout the expanse with impunity for centuries. Not even the illustrious Theodora von Valancius was able to bring the scoundrels to justice, for they successfully avoided a deadly encounter with her. However, the rogue trader now has a chance to put an end to their brigandage. The ships of the troublesome gang have been spotted in Longrim's belt, led by their flagship, the elusive Contempt. Ooh, interesting. And the other things are way up top. In Dargonis. So yeah, I think let's go here first, and then we'll go down to Footfall. Your lordship, I beg your pardon, but this cannot wait. Drive Master Z. Ra Talar entreats you to visit the Sector Bionica at your earliest convenience. The ancient archaeotech, the sacred implementation throne, is at risk of being lost forever. Ah, cool, we finally procced this. The relic is unique and as old as the ship itself. It was damaged during the trader Voigtvir's mutiny. Despite their tech priest's ceaseless prayers, its machine spirits continue to fade away. It may soon be irretrievably lost. I shall descend to the Sector Bionica immediately. The high-pack totem sighs in relief. I humbly await your arrival. Alright, let's get going then. Cool, so maybe we'll do some implants. I've got so many now. Well, we're gonna need to go to... Why is there only 5 of us? Is that Matazai behind me? I love this Cassia, this Iliat. Yeah, Matazai's with us. Weird pick. Well, I guess I haven't actually rearranged my party since Kamarog. So that actually makes sense. The implantation throne is majestic in its antiquity. The metal bench, surrounded by countless injectors, manipulators, and bid screens, leaves no doubt as to its purpose. The very nature of this machine is designed to transform living bodies by fusing them with blessed iron. Even to the naked eye, it is clear that the machine is ailing grievously so. The manipulated segmented tubes hang limply, bleeding engines, while the dusty lumens are only dimly illuminated. As the tech priests try to retrieve the relic, each swing of their sensor is like a pendulum ticking down the moment until the throne's untimely demise. Your lordship, thank you for gracing the Sector Bionica with your presence. We are already acquainted with Drive's Master Z-Ra Toller. It is she who has been tending to the ancient relic. She is here to convey the wretchedness of our present position. The tech priest slowly extends her mechadendrites, twisting them in an intricate gesture of greeting. Lord Captain, the blessed machine spirit that dwells within the throne is fading. I and many grieving tech priests have been performing unending sacraments of tech healing and prayers of operational benediction on this shrine. Even our devotions are merely staving off the inevitable. This throne is a creation of the Omnisaya made centuries ago. Even before the unholy desecration of the relic, we were barely able to propitiate its ancient machine spirit to perform sacred augmentation procedures. Many litanies and operating protocols did not survive through the ages. Now, with the demise of the keepers of the implantation throne during the mutiny, they have been lost forever. This sacred machine must be saved at all costs. What makes this machine so important? It is unique, one of a kind. The tech priest's optical augments flash, and surprising fervor creeps into her voice. In the Logis annals of the Adeptus Mechanicus, this throne is identified as a shrine capable of autonomous augmentation rituals. Its loss is unacceptable, and any condoning of it is sacrilege. In addition, only the rogue trader or persons authorized by the rogue trader may use it. It is an invaluable investment in your longevity and bodily integrity. How were the relics damaged? The High Factotum clears his throat and grimaces. During the uprising instigated by the rebellious Master of Whispers, the Sector Bionica was besieged. The Janitors and Medicae officers heroically defended the throne, but eventually the rebels broke through. Most of the defenders fell in battle, and many machines were lost or damaged. Many were able to be restored, but the throne was particularly badly damaged. What sacraments can the throne perform? The shrine is capable of autonomously healing flesh and blessing it with augmentations under the supervision of a knowledgeable janitor. Complex procedures can be performed with unimaginable speed and precision, and stimulants administered in the required proportions and combinations. It is a true miracle of the Omnisaya. And how do we save the throne? Only a servant of the machine god endowed with the high rank of Genitor Extremis, versed in all the necessary rituals and learned in the mystical currents of the motive force, can perform the reparative sacraments and reanimate this mechanism. The only place where one might find such a servant is on the cloistered station of Alter Templum Galixis Extension 17. To the best of my knowledge, the cloister Mistress Talar is referring to is located in the Furabundus system. Its denizens are not well disposed to communicating with the laity, but I am willing to leverage every diplomatic connection I possess to gain an audience with the station's clergy. Donrock, I rely on your connections. The Drive Master's Vox Grill emits a binaric aria of thanks. The High Factotum adjusts his monocle with a satisfied look. I thank you for your favor, your lordship. Before you depart the Sector Bionica, I would also like to present you to Janitor Majoris Ferenz and Vivisector Jays Martinax. They are currently performing an urgent procedure and therefore were unable to attend the inspection in person. But I am certain they will receive the Rogue Trader's visit as a great honor. If you will follow me. Let's hop, skip, and a jump this way, I suppose. You? Uh, really getting in there, huh? The smell of medical supplies and weak cries of pain fill the cold air. Two figures stand over an operating table. The patient lying upon it is bound in place. His head is soaked in blood. A woman in uniform is desperately trying to force her way to the table. Please help my son. In the name of the Golden Throne, I know you can. Notek has endured so much. The lined face of the middle deck veteran is contorted with grief. Every word she speaks comes out in a long moan. Your lordship! The Medicaid officer dressed in protective attire briefly looks away from the table to welcome you with a solemn address. Oh, yeah, I picked a good voice for him. Vivisector J's Martinax at your service. The Rogue Trader's visit is a momentous event for the Sector Bionica. Will you grant us the honor of observing the operation? Oh, this is gonna be has to be like my most robotic voice. The hunched sect priest on the opposite side of the table erupts in a furious binaric trill as he struggles to immobilize the thrashing and moaning patient. After a time, he likewise turns his metal-plated face to you. The life form Genitor Majoris Verens welcomes Lord Captain Deis von Valancius. I second my colleague's statement. Tell me about the operation. Examine the patient first, actually. The man chained to the bed is missing the top part of his skull. The moist pink contents glisten in the lumen lights. The patient is conscious. His eyes are open and his parched lips are constantly moving as he mumbles. The man's terrified gaze meets yours, and he falls silent. How curious! It seems the rogue trader's presence is indeed influencing the patient's state of mind. Martinax looks back at you with interest. Whether it is a manifestation of devout faith in his anointed, or a bizarre form of delusion, it can only be to our benefit. Whatever you're doing, your lordship, please continue. Your mother is here, Notek. She's very worried about you. Hold on for her. The patient's clouded gaze is locked on the woman's face. The corners of his parted lips stretch into the faint semblance of a smile. His mother stares back, almost without blinking. Yeah, I've heard that a good story can dull the pain. Would you like me to tell you about my adventures? On one occasion, you do not need to finish the tale. A moment later, the two people leaning over the patient simultaneously raise their instruments, and, in a colorless voice, the tech priest proclaims, registering the complete stabilization of the life form's condition. Internal cortical damage has been treated. Requesting closure of the calote and transfer of the victim to B-class stimulants. He will live, but the stimulants won't replace that part of his brain. If we implant the sacred cortical augment in his skull, it will restore his lost ability to think and act. Lord Captain, please, your subject has a genuine need for this augmentation. This constitutes a violation of the sacred directives. The value of an individual life form is incomparably less than the value of the sacred technology required. Augmetics of the specific class are rare and restricted to senior officers. Thus dictate the regulations of the sector Bionica. Who is this man? An expendable life form to be utilized in void battles, one of thousands. A soldier from a Voidsman combat unit and a devoted servant of the Emperor, Lord Captain. Lord Captain, this young man has been fighting for his life, even through horrendous pain. If you allow the augmentation to be installed, his perseverance will become an example for others to emulate. My only son is serving in a void unit. I was the one who told him to go there. My poor Notek. Rasped the woman from behind the Medicaid officers. How was he injured? In the last void battle, your Lord Captain, where he barely survived his injuries. He has suffered a few healing attempts from charlatans on the lower decks, and endured a long road to come here. However, no weapon can destroy the devotion and fortitude of a true servant of the God Emperor. What are your respective proposals? I understand that my opinion may strike you as strange, but the mere fact that this poor soul has found his way to the Sector Bionica might itself be regarded as a blessing. Yet, hear me out. The installation of a cortical augmentation will restore the patient to health, serving as an example for the rest of us through his heroism. This will inspire the people and strengthen their faith in the Lord Captain. Let them know that the Rogue Trader's Mercy will not abandon them in their hour of need. The life form on the operating table is easily replaceable and does not possess any substantial functional value. Therefore, installation of the implant would be devoid of sense, proposing replacement of lost function by means of B-class powder stimulants. The life form will have limited viability and will be gifted an optimal termination period with partial functionality. I've made my decision. The Medicaid officer and the tech priest exchange glances. Fit the augment. We hear and obey, Lord Captain. Martinax offers you a graceful bow. I will see to the implantation at once, and the esteemed servant of the Omnisire will assist me in this procedure. The Genitor Majoris' response in Binaric carries a distinct tone of displeasure. Ignoring his colleague's reaction, the Vivisector begins inserting thin augmentation spikes into the patient's brain with uncanny precision. Before long, the iron plate of the cortical implant replaces the damaged bone with a resounding crunch. In the silence, you hear the soft sobs of a woman. Notek's mother is weeping helplessly, furiously wiping her eyes with her hand. But now a smile of relief lights up her face. Thank you, your lordship. I'll remember your intercession for the rest of my life and pray for your good fortune. Aww. I did a good. I think I did a good. We got plenty of augments in my backpack, it's fine. What's going on the shelf, though? What's going on the shelf that's drilling and cutting him? I don't think those parts should be moving. Who's that? Oh. I thought I was continuing the cutscene. Okay, well, let's do a little bit of looting. Might as well. We are the Lord Captain after all. Hello, Vivisector Martinax. A tall wisp of a man hurriedly turns to you. He is wearing an apron covered in dark splotches, and his thin arms are sheathed up to the elbow in medical gloves. Your lordship! I apologize for my appearance. The Medicaid officer bows low. My name is James Martinax, and I serve as Vivisector on the Sector Bionica. It is an untold honor to welcome you to our deck. First of all, allow me to express my gratitude for permitting me to place a cortical implant on the injured man. Thanks to your mercy, one more person has been able to continue his service to the God Emperor. The Vivisector makes the sign of the Aquila with his hand and bows to you again, even more deeply than before. Firstly, I must boldly warn you that, until the relic that powers the Sector Bionica with the miraculous knowledge of the Omnisci is healed, to my deepest sorrow, the installation of sacred implants cannot be performed. For all his florid speech, more typical of a nobleman than a churchin, Martinax speaks with genuine sadness. Why is the implementation term so important to you? It is probably a consequence of my years of practice among the Genitors. The churchin listens with genuine sadness to the lilting sounds of the Binaric hymn sung by the Technomats to keep the ancient machine alive. I heard much of the craft of healing from them, and after I found myself in the Sector Bionica, the machine spirit that inhabits this relic became my mentor. The artistry with which this machine joins flesh and sacred metal is so laborious and delicate that no human can replicate its efforts. Many Medicaid officers here have accomplished great things in their practice, but these successes are only crude imitations of the healing sacraments performed by the throne on their patients. Its loss would rob the Sector Bionica of its soul, Lord Captain. We cannot allow that to happen. Tell me about the Sector Bionica. The Sector Bionica is a special part of the Medicaid facility where we employ augmetics and implants to give life back to those who have been irreparably injured. We replace lost organs with consecrated technologies and offer the maimed the chance to serve the God Emperor once more. The sector's assistants and Medicaid officers report to me, while its tech priests report to Deis Ferrous. Few vessels can boast a Medicaid concilium of such quality. What does a Vivisector do? My primary task is to heal the flesh, Lord Captain. I oversee the processes involved in the workings of the body, and in the case of augments, how well they are joined to the flesh. You might say I make sure that the metal sacred to the Omnisci becomes a true extension of the living body. The churchman raises his chin proudly. You work in tandem with the Genitor, don't you? That's right. Ferenz is in the business of coaxing machine spirits with the most sophisticated augmentics. Martinex's face twists into a strange expression. Who makes the final decision during procedures? I'm in charge of the Sector Bionica. I do not mean to belittle the servants of the Adeptus Mechanicus in general, and certainly not Ferenz in particular. They have much to learn from the Officio Medicae when it comes to healing. Martinex's voice sounds undeniably smug. Tell me more about yourself. I am delighted to have earned your attention, gracious Lord Captain. What exactly do you wish to know? How did you come to serve on the flagship? How did you become a vivisector? I came from a noble line on Janis. Family legend has it that my ancestors knew the secret of the planet's terraforming technology. I, on the other hand, have chosen the path that allows me to transform the person, rather than the planet. Advanced terraforming, in a way, augmentation makes humanity stronger than any phenomenon in nature. Isn't that what the God Emperor wants us to be? Why do the tech priests permit you to work alongside them? Augmentics are they preserved, are they not? An astute observation, Lord Captain. I'm proud to tell you that I had the honor of serving alongside members of the Adeptus Mechanicus back on my home planet. Among the tech priests of Janus, there are entire divisions heeded by genitors. The knowledge of the Officio Medicae was essential during more complicated procedures. For the sacred remit of genitors does not include tending to patients' mortal bodies. That is when an experienced Medicae must be brought into the ritual, and thus we found some common ground. I must stress that the esteemed genitors do not permit me direct access to the machines. Since none but they themselves are versed in the mysteries of operating them, my purview is limited to organic aspects. You and Ferenz do not get along? For a second, Martinax's impenetrably friendly tone cracks, and he is highly sheepish. God, I have such a high persuasion. Yes, Lord Captain. Sometimes we seriously disagree. Ferenz believes that replacing flesh with iron and receiving the blessings of the Omnisci is the privilege of the few. I, on the other hand, make no distinction between servants of the God Emperor. Every faithful soul deserves a chance to continue working for the glory of humanity. I'm afraid it's not always easy for Ferenz and I to find a compromise. Let's talk about something else. As you say, Lord Captain, I must take my leave. Take care of yourself, Lord Captain.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Pascal, if you would.
My success
Thank you, my friend.
is an irrefutable certainty.
The range of its make it can be increased by plus 12. Oh my god, by fellowship bonus. Holy cow, that's nutty. We got this box here with some loot. Let's go over here and talk to Genitor Ferenz. The tech priest stares at you with a single visor. Amidst a tangle of metal and wires, the boxcaster replacing his mouth hisses. Scanning life form. Visit registered. Welcome to the Sector Bionica, Lord Captain. You will be received by Genitor Majoris Ferenz. The tech priest turns, and you suddenly realize he is standing with his back to you. The front of his head is covered in blinking visors. With the highest priority, I notified the Lord Captain that the sacred Archaeotech is still in an agonal state caused by the malicious actions of the rebels. The functionality of the Sector Bionica is limited. The life form, Genitor Majoris Ferenz, humbly awaits your assistance in purifying the reliquary mechanism. Why do you care so much about curing the throne's machine sickness? Deep bass notes carrying genuine reverence rumbles in Ferenz's hiss. I am inclined to conclude that the Archaeotech augmentation machine harbors a spirit that blesses all things around it with the grace of the Omniscia. The janitor sweeps a mechadendrite over the space around him. Its nodes and pistons are filled with the wisdom of the machine god. unfathomable to the humble adept, and if entropy consumes the spirit entirely, such wisdom will be lost. While the body of the machine remains in dysfunction, its spirit suffers from idleness. The motive force cannot nourish it, and its lenses remain blind. Litanies and rituals keep such an ancient creation of the Omnissiah from fading away completely. But these are only palliative measures, and if the spirit abandons its receptacle, the Sector Bionica will fall into decay, for this relic serves the same function as the heart does in human life forms. Tell me about the Sector Bionica. The Sector Bionica performs the repair and installation of sacred augmetics for those who demonstrate the most efficient service to the ship. What do the Genitor Majores do? Those bearing the rank of Janitor bestow blessings on the installation, consecration, and maintenance of the augments, thus drawing the feeble bodies of humanity closer to maximum efficiency, pleasing to the Omnissiah. You work in tandem with the Vivisector, don't you? I deem the results of your scan to be accurate. The Vivisector performs the functions of preparing the carrier for installation of the maximum efficiency configuration. Who makes the final decision during procedures? The opinion of the Vivisector life form carries the most weight. The request for a review of the chain of command has not been granted. Wish to know more about you. Given your inability to conduct a scan, I will respond to a limited set of inquiries. How did you come to serve in the Sector Bionica? I maximized the efficiency of the life forms serving within the sacred manufactorum on Kiava Gamma. By the blessing of the Omnissiah, I ascended to Janitor rank and was deployed to this flagship. My proficiency in installing augmetics was appraised by exceptional by the previous rogue trader. Wow, I look at the persuasion check is -5, the awareness check is -40. Wow. Are the tech priests of the Omnissiah even allowed to work with living flesh? I thought you hold it in contempt. Flesh is weak, but its efficiency can be improved with blessed metal. According to the directives of the Omnissiah, pivotal life forms, like pivotal mechanisms, must withstand maximum stress and produce the best results. My duty lies in improving them. You and Martinex do not get along? Scanning. Response. Affirmative. The vivisector lifeform regrettably ignores the sacred requirements of efficiency in the service of the Omnissiah, attributing it to rudimentary experience. Let's talk about something else. If it improves the efficiency of our interaction, I must take my leave. Yeah, bud. A brief trill of farewell comes from the Vox. The janitor turns away, but the visor on the back of his head keeps watching you. I don't like these guys' eyes on the back of his head.
Follow my lead.
Does not seem as though we really have anything else to do here now. But I figure once we get to the Photobundus system, the footfall, we'll probably be dealing with probably get a call from the alter planetoid of the Adeptus Mechanicus, and we'll get the what's it called all fixed up. The throne. And then we can start looking at some augments, because Lord knows we got a lot of augment options. We will deal with that shortly. I'm gonna hop over here to or not. I was gonna go to the nameless star here and do that real quickly, but I guess not. Lord Captain, there is an emergency at the officer's deck. Victus's voice is quaking slightly. Numerous victims, loss of communication. The voidsmen report warp forces filling the compartments. But this is not a warp breach. This is the Xenos who took about Giannis. He's gone mad and went on a rampage. I have two fairly reliable witness accounts. According to one, the Xenos suddenly assaulted the crew members, gutting them and cutting them seemingly at random. The other The other claims that they are survivors who barricade themselves in the adjacent compartments. The enforcers managed to isolate the raving Xenos in the dead end, but they have been unable to pacify him so far. What will your orders be? Such are the consequences of ill-conceived actions born out of the lack of faith in the God Emperor's laws. I'm ready to stop the accursed Xenos' rampage personally, and repay every life that he has taken. Why am I not surprised? Hanix's voice is oozing with poison. Rogue trader, we cannot bring back your subjects, but will gladly aid you in disposing of a rabid creature before it mauls even more people. The Vox channel relays a thin sigh, full of realization and fright. Alantak, I know what the reason behind Madazai's madness is. Please, I must accompany you to the compartment. I will help you deal with the Dark One. Oh my god. Yeah, send him out into space, that's okay. Earlier, explain your words. Do you remember what happened during my very first voyage aboard your ship? When I found myself beyond the veil, the servants of She Who Thirsts descended upon the fragile shell that is protecting your vessel from the outside horrors and managed to break through. The soul of an Aldari shines like a beacon in the night, drawing the gaze of Lylantrash and stroking her thirst. The ways of Asturian keep us safe from her claws, but the Dark Ones never sought to restrain their desires for excess and pleasure in order to acquire at least some protection against our eternal enemy. When the voices of She Who Thirsts called out to me, I found refuge in meditation. I think Marazai started feeding his withering soul instead, using the only method he knew. I'm going to the officer's deck immediately. The squad of enforcers who had blocked the Xenos in the dead-end corridor is awaiting at the deck. I beg you to be careful, Lord Captain. May the God Emperor watch over you. Alright. Tagging out a Dira. Gonna bring Iliad, Abelard the Goat, Cassia, Pascal. Yeah, I'm gonna grab Ulfard. I kinda want a Space Marine on my back on this one. Meet with survivors on the deck. Roger, and I can upgrade Ulfard before we get into a conversation. Concentrated fire. Let's get you... some athletics. Oh god, I forgot how leveling up works now. Rushing assault. Destroyer. Yeah, flash wounds, that works. There's some las weapons. Yeah, we'll grab adaptability. That works. Lufar. I do kind of like that gives you. If you really want to, you could basically make him like dual wielding his weaponry. I think that's actually really neat. A sturdy bolt pistol. A sturdy combat knife. Chant of Stagnation. Lullaby of Shael. Create a base damage increased by +3 in line of combat. The Lathan's Fury. Oh yeah, 100% take that. Craft World Power Sword. The Lathan's Fury. Attack with the laser figure against my. Oh yeah, that's right. That's solid. Yeah, that's a good upgrade there. Armor of Dawn Shadows. It's not all dark enemies. Yeah, honestly, that's pretty solid. Looks pretty cool on you too. Um. Yeah, plus 21 because based on my lore Imperium divided by 10. That's just such nuttily good armor. Dodge against range attacks. Okay. Like, it's actually not bad. Loyalist garb. Your perception is 100. Range attacks. Like honestly, yeah, you're fine there. Um. Here for weapon attack accessory plus 10% armor for the next round. Just swap that over. Psh. 15 more warp. Doesn't really matter that much for you. Is that worth it for you? Oh yeah, no, I remember looking at that now. I could just give Pascal a fucking thunder hammer. And that's actually really tempting. Honestly, here's a thunder hammer, Pascal. I think that's actually really cool. See, bonus to weapon skill is nice. But what is your weapon skill? 55. It's a bit low, but whatever. Um, yeah, you're good. I'm pretty sure I already went through inventory stuff, so we're pretty set here. Yeah, there's chaos shit going on. Oh, cutscene. Oh, ghost. Sheesh, models I really just went crazy in, you know, that I'm actually like fully looking around. Holy cow. The body is covered in hundreds of cuts, none of which look deep enough to have ended the victim's suffering in a single blow. Ooh, Mars pattern plasma gun. Hello there. Hello there. Overtraining penalties. That's fine. That's more than fine, honestly. So this does look cooler. I do like the gold on that. That's a huge upgrade for Pascal. That's a really good upgrade for Pascal. Holy cow. Alright. The maimed, bloodied body looks like a broken marionette lying in a natural position.
None shall stand in my way.
Yeah, this is where we met Theodora. I'm pretty sure straight like no, not right there. Yeah, this is where we met Theodora. Like this is like the very beginning right here. You know, Theodora got jumped by heretics initially. Hey, enforcers. The corpse is missing its eye, and its face is horribly mutilated. Oh, that's a daemonette. Lord Captain, God Emperor be with you, and with all of us too. The voice can barely suppress the tremors running throughout his body. Only you could deal with this spawn. Permission to report, your lordship. It started a few watches after the translation. Well, actually, they say this associate of yours had been acting strangely even before that. It's as if he started hearing things. He was fiddling back and forth, barking something in his Xenos tongue. Then he grabbed his blade and sliced his hand open, his own hand. Then he suddenly howled and lunged at the people nearby. The voice of she, the voice of she who thirsts. Juliet turns pale. He heard the call. Any of our kind who find themselves beyond the veil become tempting prey for the Silanthrash, and your technology that protects the ship from her baleful influence cannot drown out the sound of her maddening voice. Can you see her? The officer looks behind him, glances around the deck, then turns to you with an alarmed expression. See who, your lordship? Whom are you referring to, Lord Captain? Hmm. Concerning? Where's Madazai now? Who? Oh, the Xenos. He's holed up in there. He nods at the barricaded gate. He corralled a number of crewmen in there like Groxes to a slaughterhouse. All we could hear were screams. Well, we couldn't save them, so we locked him in there. We locked him in there so he couldn't crawl back out. Unless he finds a crack to squeeze through. The prospect of having a rabid Xenos crawling inside our bulkheads makes my heart sink. No, we have to drag him out. Then we either put him on a chain, or, forgive my bluntness, Lord Captain, we swat him down and forget that he ever existed. Who are the victims of this massacre? Anyone he could get his hands on, your lordship. Officers, serfs, a technomat, even attacked the servitor. Although that didn't last long. He just tore its head off. The rest of them, though, the Xeno scum tortured the life out of them. You can see the color draining from the officer's face. I've heard enough. I'm heading inside. We'll unblock it right away, your lordship. If only there's a way to flush that fiend out without going in. He stops and pales even more. Theron's mercy, I completely forgot. The late Technomat, he turned on some security systems right before he bled out. I figured if the Xenos thinks about showing his face, those systems will get him. The point is, we should go with your lordship. With your permission. It just wouldn't be right for the Lord Captain to go in there alone. God Emperor help us all. The officer tries his best to speak calmly, but his voice is quivering. The thought of going inside the compartment that has become a death trap fills him with dread bordering on panic. Alright. Yeah? Should I... You're not doing anything. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't like those cutscenes because they really just take their time. Oh cool, another one.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Ooh, Master Surgeon Gloves. 8 temporary wounds. Int bonus plus agility bonus. That's neat. And a really good med kit. Okay, who's my... who is my medic? Who is my demolitions guy? 65. Why does Anzu have 65? Why does Anzu have 105 demolition? Okay, Ilya has 80. Alor is 45. Cassie is 40. Pascal has 50. Alright, Ulfar.
Whose innards need take leave of their gods?
I don't like the Daemonettes just hanging around, dude. This is concerning. Why can only I see them? got anyone's
Praise
anything to
not
do this.
the ice still past the frozen waters.
Okay, that's rude. Right. Alright, well, I tried. Again, I tried. 50% on my main demolition, dude? Lordy.
Centuries of service and practice.
Okay. Kaboom.
Hunt, brothers, take heed.
Another
The
Daemonette.
All-Father created me for carnage, not for this.
Yeah, let's be real here. That series of like traps there, that was just rude. That was very rude. Yep, Demonette, we got it. Skip.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Was that supposed to be a challenge?
Oh, that's a full-on Demonette there. For a second I thought he had a tail, and I realized that's just his sword. Modified jerks his head up when you appear. His already gaunt face is tightly wrapped in pale gray parchment-like skin. His teeth are bared feverishly, and his dark eyes have turned into two pitch-black mirrors that could show your reflection clearly if you were to gaze into them. He opens his mouth, but instead of words, an unnatural rasping hiss comes out. If this creature ever possessed intelligence, there's no sign of it left. At last. The resonant voice that has followed you on your journey through the deck sounds like it's coming from every direction, chilling you to the bone. At last we meet, my poor child. Look at him, mortal. Look at how he yearns to return to the one whose caress is... whose... I can't read all of a sudden. Look at how he yearns to return to the one whose caress his kind rejects so stubbornly. Come, child, follow my voice, and my prince will grant you all the bliss and torment in this universe. Juliet exclaims something in the Aldari language. The elucidator fails to process her rapid and elaborate speech. Without waiting for Madazai's response, she turns to you. My dark kin has lost himself in the fight against the pull of she who thirsts. Allow me a long time. However great our differences are, however dissolute and depraved the dark may be, I cannot blind my eyes and let Salantrash take him. The warp spawn laughs musically. Sooner or later, all of his kind will step into my embrace. The prince is patient. The prince knows that every Aldari's soul is already his. The Daemonette's voice suddenly forces itself into your mind. But if you let me get close to the lost child, if you lull him into letting his guard down, my prince will reward you, Deis. The soul of this pathetic Xenos is a small price to pay for the blessings that come with my master's favor. I'll try to bring him to his senses. The Drukhari stares at you without blinking, teeth still bared, his frenzied expression frozen like a mask. You hear hissing again, this time lower and angrier than before. This unit has received a sign from the Omnisaya. Pascal points to the metal platform beneath Madazai's feet. The transfer plate, upon which the Xenos has so short-sightedly made his lair, can be reconfigured to send a short discharge of the motive force. This unit could use it to impart a modicum of reason to this crazed creature. Jeez, heretical. Look, Mars, I brought you someone. Damn. Look closely at Matazai. Matazai, half crouched, is teetering slightly, and that's the only movement you can see. His body shows that he is ready to attack, as do the blood-stained blades he is holding. Matazai, can you hear me? Let's talk. Your confident voice reverberates through the metal room. Oh, excuse me. The Drukhari blinks, then blinks again. The mirror-like surface of his eyes seems to ripple, as if something else is beginning to surface apart from the soulless reflection, something vaguely resembling awareness. Look closely at Mata's eye. The Xenos is turning his head back and forth, surveying the room, but still watching you. His muscles are no longer cramped stiff in a battle stance, but his face still bears a twisted expression that can either be interpreted as a wild frenzy or terror. How many disjunctions did you survive in Kamarag, Matazai? The warp is powerless as long as you refuse to let it take hold of you. Master yourself. Your words appear to have reached Matazai's mind. He shakes his head and closes his eyes, and you watch him take a deep breath and relax his shoulders ever so slightly. The laughing in your head turns feral. Why are you confusing and tricking the lost child? The end is decided. The end is inevitable. Look closely at Matazai. The Xenos is still standing tall and looking at you with faint traces of intelligence in his eyes, which are still hazy. It looks like one last push is required for him to emerge from his death-sown trance. Oh man, can't imagine how I passed this one. What about all that talk of the great Aldari race? If only you could see yourself now, you worthless, quivering beast. A mirage was all it took for you to soil yourself? Matazai blinks, and his eyes ignite with a familiar look of fury and wounded pride. I will rip out your tongue and make you swallow it piece by piece, along with your own teeth. I was about to say maybe that wasn't the right choice, but no, she teleported behind him, so. The air behind Matazai ripples, and you watch as a demon's faintly visible silhouette bleeds out of thin air. The horrible mouth is sneering triumphantly. The large pincer is rising higher and higher. Matazai, behind you! The daemonette brings her pincers down on Matazai's head, and clings against his raised blade. Matazai crouches, and shoves the shrieking warp entity away from himself. No! No, you are mine, Matazai! You're mine! Oh. That is several.
Take a knee and bow before me.
For the Emperor!
Oh, that's a lot of daemonettes. Okay. All I'm gonna do is move Irliat back, like, here, methinks. Abelard, you go there. Other than that, Cassie, let's move you back behind Abelard. Oh, you corrupted the Deccan forces! Oh, shoot, I didn't even notice that! Mazda, you're so squishy. Static Daemonette, Static Daemonette. Artist gonna paint. Oh, she's healthy. Okay, got it. Noted. Okay. Let's give the front line to Matazai.
Being ordered around.
Take the rear back here.
If you insist, Lord
Back
Captain.
line. She's more worried about the date.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Okay. You go, Avalord. Get buffed. Okay, it doesn't make a square to me. Let's do this. Oh, it's out of range. Never mind. It's also out of range. Bees. You go really
I'm
yet?
a navigator, not a servitor.
No. Let's give Pascal voice
If you
command.
insist, Lord Captain.
Take aim
If
to
I
early
may.
yet. Let's do this and lure
Isn't this a
someone
job for the
in.
serfs?
Wait, what? Why is it the same section of that? It didn't move. Oh, I see. You got stunned. Staggered. Okay, I see. That's fine. Early
I'm
yet.
not
Let's get you
accustomed
set
to
up.
being ordered around.
Going.
If it serves your cause.
There. Claim the bounty on this
I
guy.
am not your sport in favors the swift.
Get you rusting, stinking sons of Troll!
How did you only do 27 damage to him and overrun into Ulfar and do more? I'm just confused. I'm confused and kind of impressed. Like, just, huh? Okay, let's. I didn't realize that overpenned into Ulfar. Ulfar. Let's just do
This
that and
tedium
get
is
more
beneath me.
stacks on the Dane. Oh, just in a pain. No. Pascal.
My vow is to
Yeah.
serve.
That. Just
Running by
finish
their
off that
gun,
guy,
I
please.
venerate you, machine spirit.
Charge blast. Actually, let's do. Oh yeah. Charge blast on
Scriptural
you.
vulnerability analysis. Successful.
Some more stacks up on you. There we go. Oh, what do you mean you can summon more game nets? Like, hold up, wait a second. Hold up, wait a second. This wasn't part of the deal. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, Monazai, why did you leave the tactical area? Oh, beans. Okay, cool. What I can do now, though, is
If
finish
it
off
serves your
you,
cause. Hear you moving. No more.
thunk, do that. I move straight over there.
I move swiftly to
Gonna
strike.
lose that, but that's fine. If I fucking overpen like that, that's a. I can't just
I
move off that
understand
too.
your intent.
I will lose the tactical area, but that's fine because I will just. Oh, I thought I was gonna do a double kill. That would have been awesome. I don't appreciate you healing. That's not cool. Okay, well we're gonna open up with confident approach. Gonna kick you. Move up.
Wolves reign.
Big blast.
My hand is thunder. My strength is ruin. My instincts
Move
tell
up.
me to refuse.
Slash you. Do
So
Run
it
gun.
shall be. See
and
how
get a kill. Phenomenal. That's fine.
Brace yourself, Avalon.
Come on.
Indeed.
Take out those two. Why is this guy still alive? Huh? Excuse? What? Master of Puppets? Dude, what? That guy's just tanking it, apparently. Ooh.
At your
Smug
back and
you.
call.
And gonna charge
It will be
down
done.
this way.
We'll rule the
The road
stars
breach.
themselves.
Follow
I
my
will do my
lead.
duty.
I'll get all three on Abelard. That's the goal.
Indeed.
Smack.
Target well struck.
Bash.
A tactically sound approach.
Smack.
Victory is imminent.
Smack.
Grey
Bash.
hair, sure hair. It will be done. Target well struck.
I am unsatisfied. Well, that sucks for you now, don't it? Yeah, that's Abelard trapped. Okay, Pascal, let's give you another turn. If you're, got game there. I didn't think that entirely through.
Already done.
Go on to. I don't think Anzu's gonna have the dame to take her out. Which is fine. Oh yeah, gotta
Not a
replace
problem
Anzu.
for me.
In a minute. Anzu will do good damage to her, that's for sure. Just probably won't take her out. Keep doing that. I'm a goofy goober. Here, Pascal, you use that. Get the kill. Perfect. They have a load. Actually,
I'll bring
Nearly at.
glory to my bloodline.
If it serves your cause,
do that.
this tedium
That
is
buff.
beneath me.
That buff.
I am not your
That buff.
Xenos pet monkey.
Debuff. just hit you with everything. And oh my god.
I deal death with my hands.
Marazai turns to you, looking the same as ever, with the exception that you can see grayish-blue veins through his parchment skin, and something resembling terror in his eyes. They're gone, Deis. Gone, but still lurking at the threshold. Keeping watch. I can hear their whispers. How do Monkey bear them for days and days on end? You hear genuine confusion in his voice. You will hear these whispers every time the void vessel travels beyond the veil. Learn to accept this. Find an anchor for such times, or lose yourself. Marazai scoffs. An anchor, Asorigani? That is for those who seek to delude themselves with false limitations. As long as I have victims in plentiful supply, I won't let Cylon flesh claim me. Marazai, are you sure you've regained your senses? I never. Marazai gnashes his teeth. I forgot myself for a moment. Nothing more. Your presence is causing me a great deal of grief, Xenos. Marazai's voice turns into a furious hissing. Your kind step beyond the veil with nothing but your crude technologies and prayers to a deaf god, and you expect those such as I to rely on such paltry protection from the terrors of she who thirsts? One of the enforcers lets his emotions get the better of him. Throne's sake, Lord Captain, why are you even listening to him? That there Xenos is worse than a wild beast. How can a ship that sails in the God Emperor's light allow one of his enemies to act like he's a master here? Marazai looks at the man hungrily. Living meat that serves you talks too much. They would, however, make for perfect playthings. He looks straight at you. I need strength in order to suffer through your oafish voyages beyond the veil. If I don't obtain a source of such sustenance, Cylon Flesh will only keep testing my limits. Lord Captain, the officer has a point. Abelard glowers at Marazai. If things continue on like this, we might end up with a mutiny on our hands. A massacre during every war jump, as if we didn't have enough troubles to deal with on days like this. He shakes his head. I forbid you from moving around the ship unsupervised, and from here on out, you'll be kept under lock and key during warp jumps. The alternative is death. And the choice is yours. Marazai freezes. You meet his enraged gaze, filled with the promise of torture and agony. But then you almost see something inside him give, forcing him to incline his head slightly. Let it be as you say, Deis. The officer cannot suppress a relieved sigh. Well, that's something at least. Many thanks, your lordship.
What is it?
Like, yeah, I want to keep Marazai around, because I want to have all the options available to me, you know? But, like, I ain't gonna sacrifice my crew for a Ducati. An additional stratagem. All allies in the combat sector area instantly reload their weapons after each attack made by them until the start of the wearer's next turn. That's not bad. If I use a lot more, you know, like shooting, sure, but like...
I'll lay claim to the stars.
You know, don't really need that. Joel, stop moving. Must have hit a button that like made him just pause, I guess. Yeah, like look at this. If there's like one guy like maybe I could let it go, but like, if this is the massacre he needs to do every warp jump, nah, not happening. You're under lock and key. I'm not gonna kill you just yet, but you're under lock and fucking key. I don't care. I'm not letting this BS be a regular thing. Do hop over here. Nameless star. Cool. Nothing happened. Like at least with at the very least with Madazai's thing, at least we got like a fight and stuff out of it, because there's just been so much talking lately. Permission to speak, Lord Captain. The Augur crew has registered activity in the orbit of Quetzal Temur, one of the worlds of the Winterscale dynasty. According to the report, the Emperor's Vow, the flagship of rogue trader Caligos Winterscale, is positioned over the southern hemisphere. Vigdis's report is suddenly interrupted by Deer's anxious voice. Lord Captain, this is it, right here, so very close. The quiet whispers, they won't stop. They keep buzzing in both my ears that my little daughter is somewhere on this world. Alright, calm down. We need to take care of Winterscale's flagship right now. Of course, Lord Captain. I dare not interrupt you any longer. After a brief hesitation, Vigdis's voice comes through the hissing of static once more. Allow me to repeat, Lord Captain. The Emperor's Vow, the flagship of rogue trader Caligos Winterscale, has been detected in the orbit of Quetzal Temur, one of the Winterscale worlds. What are your orders? What information does our librarian have on the Winterscale flagship? For a while, hi Masato. Hi buddy. How you doing, puppy? For a while, the Vox broadcasts only the clicking of Victus's metallic manipulators. The Emperor's bat. Hi, buddy. Get down. Don't be on my chair. Go get him. Go get Jack. Go get our roommate. I can't give you attention right now, bud. Go get him. Just had to banish my dog from my room because he really needed attention. I am, as you can tell, a little busy. For a while, the Vox broadcasts only the clicking of Victus's metallic manipulators. The Emperor's Vow is a cruiser carrying up to 120,000 crew. Length overall, 6,000 meters. Beam, 1,000 meters. Estimated time to service of the Winterscale Dynasty fleet, several millennia. Time of service in the Winterscale. It is known for a fact that the ship has undergone many modifications, including the replacement of macro weapons for long-range laser batteries and short-range macro batteries, and I'm afraid this is all we know, Lord Captain. Incredibly ancient, incredibly complex, incredibly unpredictable, and extremely demanding when it comes to resources. Had I been one of the highborn, though unofficial rulers of the Expanse, I would definitely have chosen this void ship for myself. The Librarium of House Orselio also held records of the Emperor's Vow. Its most famous owner, to be precise, Sebastian Winterscale, a fledgling rogue trader of great promise. It is not known how Sebastian acquired this ship, but Lord Captain Winterscale used it to traverse the Maw and find a new home in the Coronis Expanse. And this is all you have to report? No, of course not. Victus's Vox crackles nervously. The officers are about to extend the range of the wave emitters. In minor turn of the chrono, the Vox Master reports again. Lord Captain, the data has been updated. Quetzal Teamer's largest constant suffered from a moderate Xenos planetary invasion. We also discovered the wreckage of several Aldari vessels on the periphery of the system. Another vessel crashed onto the world, causing minor seismic activities. A dozen shuttles of the Winterscale dynasty are patrolling the space directly above the crash site. I presume the Xenos hunt is in full swing, and the hunter has already caught the scent of its prey. Throne, take me. Ahem. Beg your forgiveness, Lord Captain. The Emperor's Vow has detected the empowered emanations of our augurs and is requesting permission to initiate Vox transfer. What would you have us do? Hail the Emperor's Vow. Hail the Emperor's Vow. It will be done. By the grace of the machine spirits, the air gradually fills with discordant noises until the Voxmaster flips the last tumbler on the Cogitator's panel. The Emperor's Vow sends its greetings to the glorious rogue ruler of the Von Valancius dynasty. This is Erbret Ap Def, his lordship Caligos Winterscale's Voxmaster, who has the honor of speaking on behalf of his lord today. The booming voice fills the air, startling a few officers on the bridge. However, you feel that Erbret Ap Def's ostentatiously confident tone is meant to hide his concern. Not even the void of the cosmos can hide your anxiety, Erbret. Now speak. By the gold of the throne, the scions of Von Valancius are shrewd to a man. The Voxmaster loudly clears his throat, looking for the right words. You see, Lord Captain, had yet another heated argument with the esteemed Incendia Corda. Oh, you see, the Lord Captain had yet another heated argument with the esteemed Incendia Corda, and he had a very good reason for his displeasure. I dare not discuss his lordship's affairs, but I can divulge that we set out to protect the dynasty's rightful domains from the invasion of the profane Xenos. This is how we arrived here, at Quetzal Teamer. There's no better hunting ground when you need to cool off your head. I believe the Lord Captain said, we easily crushed the pathetic mockery of a fleet that was lying siege to the unfortunate world. Of course, most of the Xenos fled, but we did reduce a few of their ships to chum for the Void Beasts. The Voxmaster laughs cruelly. An Aldari fleet. That means there are many more Crudarok survivors than I dared hope. A secondary Vox channel transmits Irliet's voice, laden with desperation. Alantok, I must go to this planet, to find them, to try to save them. I'll help you find you can. Irliet breathes out almost inaudibly, and her shoulders relax. And I'm grateful to you, Alantok. Something tells me the story does not end there. You see, your lordship, one of the Aldari ships crashed on Quetzal Teamer, so the Lord Captain chose to descend and finish off the elusive prey. But he has not been able to find his way out of the local woods for over 30 days now, and this concerns me greatly. Anticipating the next question, your lordship, no. I'm confident the Lord Captain is still alive. His body and spirit do not break easily, and besides, he is accompanied by Wharton the Grey, who would sell his soul if that helped to keep the Lord Captain out of harm's way. May Asorion protect his children. We must halt the frenzy of your stellar rival, Alantok, or else by Isha's tears his subjects will not escape retribution. He'll try and convince Caligos to seek a peaceful resolution to the conflict. Hurry up, Alantok, before there's nothing left to decide. Was there anything else with Caligos aside from this Wharton? A full hunting party consisting of half 100 hand-picked enforcers, and his lordship's personal retinue, naturally. How can you not find your master over the course of 30 days? Things are not so simple, your lordship. The Lord Captain last contacted me from the landing point currently right under the bow's belly. We lost about a dozen shuttles and several hundred scouts in the first days of the search, all of whom went down to Quetzal Teamer and never came back. Our shuttles are relentlessly sweeping the airspace where our people perished. This way we were able to This way we were able to reduce the search area to just a few thousand kilometers, which still does not change the fact that people in the thickets are disappearing without a trace, and something is jamming the Vox transmissions. I think I know what you want from me. A generous favor in return for a generous favor. Find Lord Captain Winterscale on Quetzaltemer and bring him back to the Emperor's vow. I swear by the Golden Throne that will convince him to side with you in any conflict that occurs in the next 100 years. After all, I am allowed to make deals on the Lord Captain's behalf while he remains available. Um... Like, I don't like the opening of it. Like, I like the condition of number 4. If he's brought back dead, like, they'll be sealed with his successor. But like, I don't like the opening of that. Very well. I need more allies like Winterscale. Your lordship, I bow before your courage on behalf of the Winterscale dynasty. The data transfer decree has been signed. My crew will send you the landing coordinates. The God Emperor's grace shine upon you for many years to come. The Vox Master's thundering voice falls silent, and the machine spirits terminate the connection between the flagships of two great dynasties. Okay. Aldari Shipwreck. I'm gonna go to Oasis, because that had Ancient Bunker. I don't think I finished the Ancient Bunker. Let's just go with this for now. Honestly, this is probably the team I'm gonna run in, because I want Eerily out with me. Wolf's at Spaceport, so he's gonna be just do great in survival situations. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a bunker with like the poison gas that I just couldn't figure out what to do. Like there just was seemingly like nothing that could be done here.
Victory awaits.
Yeah, melting venom. Like, there's just like nothing. Like, I have to be missing something here, right? Because nothing's so far. Nothing seems to have changed. Door control panel. Insufficient power. Like, there's something with power that needs to be done, but I can't find anything.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Like, I might just Google this later. Doomsday weapon. Because I really want to figure out what's going on with this bunker. That's just showers. Cogitator. Status of the life support systems failed, unknown. Humidity unknown. Backup generator connected. Oxygen failed. Air filters damaged. Air duct system malfunction. Insufficient power. Step away from the god. Like that doesn't do anything.
None shall stand in my way.
You know, like nothing back here. Oh, well, I can't get Pascal to unlock it now because he's got the tech keys for it. Alright, cool. Huh. Some unknown accident causes the elevator shaft to collapse. Reaching the lower levels at this point will require sending a mining team.
I'm still new to the art of
Oh,
exploring.
hello. Info. Vox with the Winterscale emblem. Entry C. It's been 100 cycles and these idiots are still none the wiser about who they saved from the storm. Going back to my camp is no longer an option. Damned rats chew through the protective suits, and these pistons are out of their repair materials. Entry CIV. I don't know. I think C is 100, so that's entry 100, entry 104. There's some decent people here, just civilians like my mother. This one girl, Zimmy, even made a habit of coming by in the after hours. She asked me to teach her the letters, so she can write to her father who went to the service 2 turns ago. Foolish child. The war is taking its toll on both sides. Hold on, am I sympathizing with the enemy? I better put a stop to this. Entry C10. I was finally allowed entry to the upper levels, and lo and behold, what did I find there? The same supply crates that those gifts to our lords by the Star Allies. The same rations as we've been eating, the same weapons as we've been fighting with. So our lives have simply been toyed with. If Windscale's betrayed us, I must report this to command, no matter the cost. I got my hands on a cutter, and decommissioned a few blocks of explosives. No one noticed a thing. I bribed the archivist with a dozen rations. Now I just need to get the schematics for the life support system. Rats brought disease on the surface. The Medicaid unit is packed. Just the right time for a quick short circuit. Zimmy drank the poisoned water and vomited a lot of blood. The schematics were inaccurate, but now I know for certain which pipes go to the living module and which to the barracks. The senior officer comm suspects nothing. The senior comm officer suspects nothing. It's time. Interesting. Someone sawed off the emergency stairs and tried to conceal the damage. Huh. Okay, that didn't really. Okay. Not sure why that was so like locked with such a high level like lock. But Meatball. I guess that's it for the abandoned bunker now. That was. Oh hey, missed that. The Cadre's panel has dozens of breakers, buttons, handles, switches, and other control mechanisms. Request status of the bunker's life support system. Yeah, this looks like it's the same stuff. Yeah. Alright, I guess that's all. Interesting. I was expecting there to be a lot more behind that locked door, but I guess that's just some more loot. So you know what, we'll take it. Not gonna complain. Never mind. Lord Captain, the crew that was sent to the surface reports that they have cleared the collapsed passages leading to the lower levels. After exploring the abandoned rooms, they discovered valuable cargo that has already been brought aboard. Okay. Now I gotta go back, see if I can go to the lower levels, right? Like, I can't just not go to the lower levels now after it's been cleared. Right? I'm not insane. I'm definitely insane, but not for this. This is very sane. Okay, come on. Let's make our way over here. Pascal has the unholy flash. It didn't give me the option to get rid of that, so I'm a little concerned, honestly. I've been lied to. The lower levels are still most certainly trapped.
Victory awaits.
It must have meant like, the miners that were like, repelled down the elevator shaft or something like that. Whatever. Wasted a minute, no big deal. Actually, I don't think we even really wasted a minute, because it's still 11:22. It's still 22 right now. Okay, yeah, now it's 23, so there we go. Now we wasted a minute. Okay, anyways, Ketsa Temer. Actually, wait a second. Aldari Shipwreck. Let me grab that loot. Aldari Ruins. Shuriken Pistol. Yoink. What happens if we go up to the Emperor's Battle? Okay, nothing could happen if we go up to the Emperor's Vow. The Forests of Ketsa Temer. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna stick with this squad. Let's see. Alright. That looks like Caligot. Windscale shuttle awaited its owner's return in vain. Oh, that's
I
interesting.
won't tolerate weakness.
Rusting containers for transporting supplies, and markings indicate that they are several centuries old. Attention, Vox broadcast impossible. Error, attention, botanical threat level Alpha 2. Forest of Quetzaltemer. Forest of Quetzaltemer. Huh. Mold, birds, and rodents have ruined these fruits for the local vegetation. Look at that little dude. I want one. I want one of those guys. He's adorable. Alright, let's go this way, I guess. I'm positive that because there's two different routes, which route you go, it's gonna be one of those things where which route you go down is gonna affect how this plays out, isn't it? The shuttle disappears in the wild vegetation of the island. Several hours pass before the rogue trader finally admits that he has been aimlessly wandering around in circles. Any attempts to get back on track by retracing his steps have failed. Fox communications cannot reach the ship. Now it becomes clear how Caligos Winterscale could get lost on his own world. Oh, great. Lush overgrowth has sprung up in seconds, blocking the way back. The trail is gone. Okay.
We should deal with this.
It's a trap. Aldari trap, so we're
A trivial task.
on the way to Aldari, it seems like. Force of Quetzaltemer.
I
None
sense
shall
something
stand
nearby.
in my way.
Yeah, Force of Quetzaltemer. Oh god.
My
Is this some
success was
freaking
inevitable.
Super Mario RPG Lost Woods thing going on? That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm not a big fan of. Honestly, give me some intelligence for some more, for some more, what's it called? He's, for more armor from Lord Imperium. Sure. I don't really use my officer stuff anymore on me. Ballistic skill. Do I get Drukari equipment? I'm kind of tempted to. I'll get continuous analysis. Abelard. Let's get you some. Honestly, let's get you some more toughness. You don't really need weapon skill. Yeah, clenched teeth. That works. Cassia. Let's use some more fellowship for those buffs. Yeah, we'll get that, I suppose. Pascal. My intelligence man. Exposed communion, sure. Ulfgar. Skill. Let's get some ballistic skill. Fortress? Fat? No. Predictable. You know, grab unpredictable, sure. Ooh, some hidden goods. Ooh, a standard bolt pistol. Basic bolt
A
pistol.
new
Okay.
challenge for me.
Okay. The skies break open, the heavy rain penetrating even the dense canopy of the forest. Luckily, the elements relent before long. As the sun emerges once more, the forest comes alive with the singing of birds accompanied by the quiet sound of falling droplets. That's pretty. Oh, hello, Aldari. We come in peace. We would like to talk. It's probably matter if you go one way you find the Aldari first, if you go the other way you find Kaligos first. Oh, Angel, Kalenian, Yatrisha, the monkey will pay for your suffering. Suffering? Their spirit stones were shattered, Sirtan, and she who thirsts has long finished her feast. We will destroy them, every monkey who... Did you hear that? Oh, they're angry. The soul destroyers are back. Cain, fill our hearts with fury. Uh-oh. Hey, we didn't even get a chance. What's the point of having Irliet here if she can't talk to them for us? Dark Guardian. Rangers. Ooh, this is a few of them. How did we get ambushed? That seems a little unfair. Okay,
Me?
Here you go, Pascal. You kind of
If you
need that right
insist,
now.
Lord
You're in
Captain.
front. Front line
If
set
I
up
may.
there. I guess
Isn't
throw
this
the
a job
rear
for
on
serfs?
you. Give
Me?
Yearly
If you
yet.
insist, Lord Captain. I am a
Buff.
navigator, not a servitor.
If
Okay,
I
have you
must.
pop a perfect squat right there.
I understand your entirely. You moving? No
Dink 'em.
more.
I do want to mark. Where are you? Where's the? I want to mark
If it
you
serves
for
your
sure.
cause.
Mark. You're back there. You're
This
hitting.
tedium is beneath me.
Let's mark like that guy.
If I must.
Okay.
Isn't
Yeah,
this a
well,
job
get in
for the
there.
serfs?
I can't charge through my allies. Forgot about that. Whoopsie doodle. Okay, let's give us all some defense. Let's hit you. Let's do... Let's move this a little bit.
The Omnissiah knows all,
Both of you.
comprehends
Let's
all.
do kill zone stratagem on there. Not gonna lie, I was really hoping to be able to talk to these guys, but it seems unlikely now.
Successfully terminated.
Okay.
The scriptural
I have
prophecy
seen this
of
before.
value.
In my exile!
Yearly yet.
I understand your intent.
Not what I meant to do. Let's hit that. Can I
I am not your Zemo.
take you? Let's do Wild Hunt.
Pay with your blood in the name of Cain.
Should get at least
and
2 of
then
them.
chicane. I deal death with my
Ding.
hands.
Dink.
Yes.
Oh,
No.
camera.
Hidden from my sight. If it serves your cause.
Let's get you. Let's get you.
If I must.
get
This kingdom is
you,
beneath me.
because the Guardian's gonna come our way.
Hear you moving.
So
No
take
more.
out the Rangers.
I understand your intent.
We've done a little bit more, but I forgot that I don't have that on my gun anymore.
If it serves
Take
your
you
cause.
next turn,
I
theoretically.
will not fail the craft world.
Yeah, you're gonna move in.
High momentum.
Hello, little Xenos.
I challenge you, Damget. My hand is thunder.
For your action.
My strike is ruin.
Up there, confidence try. Give him the old kicky.
Play.
Run and gun.
I hunger for battle.
Long.
Die in disgrace. By the wolf's eye, perish.
Long.
None can do this. I will carve runes out of your bones. So shall it be. My hand is thunder. My strike is ruin.
Let's see, is it just you two? I believe so, actually.
I will do my duty. Mark you a target.
Cool. I see you, Tab.
I will not join the
You can't really do anything.
Suits my purposes.
Like, I don't really want to kill all the Eldari, but they, you know, firing first, so... Kick. Starting power gloves martial. Oh yeah, that's what gives the kick for free. Get all that. All those. Someone could grab this guy, please. Someone could grab this guy, please. There we go.
I'll
Okay.
lay claim to the stars.
It's this guy down here. Flash, medkit, grenade. Let's go this way, cause we're here. Yeah, dude, this is giving me flashbacks to Super Mario RPG, man. I hope this isn't actually a maze. That would really suck. The rogue trader has never seen an anthill of such size before. The most disturbing thing about it is a xenoskeleton tied to the anthill with bonds made from some unknown material. The Ducati weapon stuck in the corpse is the only detail that can point to the perpetrator. Being eaten by ants is a horrific torture that makes the blade in the back seem like an act of mercy. A most uncharacteristic gesture for this race. Huh? I've yet to see the anthill, and that concerns me. The Winterscale search shuttle crashed during landing. Neither the pilot nor the scouting team
It's about
survived.
time.
Yeah, I can see that. So we're just... No. We came from over here? trees. I'm pretty sure we came from there. So what's this? Lush overgrowth sprung back up in seconds, blocking the way. The trail is gone.
Follow my lead.
Okay, so let's go. Oh, do I only have? Okay, we only have that one exit. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay, so it seems like there are actually dead ends, which is nice, I guess. But it's also going to kind of bother the perfectionist in me, who's going to want to get every corner of this, and I'll have no idea if we do. Quite a few hours pass before something worth noticing finally shows up amid the dense forest. A pile of charred human bones lying in a shallow pit. And in front of it, like a standing stone, a broken fire cultivator with melted nozzles is stuck in the ground. Other corpses can be seen in the grass nearby, just as old and charred, but distinctly non-human. Scattered alongside those are Xenos weapons, covered in dirt. Some of the weaponry appears to be in working order, so it is still possible to get some use out of it. Assortment of Jakari barb needles, Jakari shatter shards, and splinter pistols. Okay. What's here? I don't think I read that. The bodies of the Aldari have been hacked to pieces with extreme brutality. Their wounds indicate it was done by the power of some kind. The soil under their bodies has turned a rusty brown from the gore.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Oh, lovely. Let's keep snapping my camera back. I don't think I'm hitting F. In the shade of the tallest trees in this area of the forest, the rogue trader spots mushrooms that come up as high as his waist. Strands of sponge-like tissue hang from under their pale lilac caps, almost reaching the ground. As soon as the rogue trader approaches one of the mushrooms, the strands draw in. The cap rolls up, and the mushroom spews out a cloud of reddish spores. Perhaps it was water to give this place a wide berth. Oh, lovely.
None shall stand in my way.
Is it
Okay, we got some
seemly
loot
for
here.
valued servants of the Emperor to huddle together in such a squalid abode?
Lay people always overvalue indications of status. Prestige is demonstrated through functional superiority, not the quantification of one's possessions.
Okay. I really hope there isn't like a game over condition in this. That would be funny, but at the same time, it's an extra pain in the butt if that's the case. Oh, hello. Dweller of the Forest? We found something, guys. Whether it's good or not, we'll
I'll lay claim
Don't
to
yet
the
know.
stars.
Forces are home, the force is angry. Speak with gods. Okay, interesting. We've found people. Leads ahead. If I read that right in time. A group of lean young people surrounds you, shooting anxious glances between you and the gray-headed elder who has stepped forward. Unlike the rest, her skin is completely free of decorations, save for the two-headed eagle branded on her wrinkled forehead. Speaks with gods foresaw our meeting, Starborn. The woman's accent grates on the ears. Her words sound like a fusion of high Gothic and the most vulgar tongue of the rabble. Welcome to the heart of the forest, where leads ahead in her tribe, have dwelt ever since the rule of Kretatemer himself. This ruler has ordered her tribe to prepare a feast and a warm shelter for our starborn guests. Please, make yourselves at home. The elder shifts her gaze to Ulfar. Great spirit of the Eagle God, we are glad to see you. This ruler will have the joints of your iron skin anointed with the oil of dire oak acorns, so that they never corrode. And she will have sacred symbols drawn on your precious skin, so that the spirits of this place may have no fear of you. Ulfar grunts in approval. Hospitality is the banner of a worthy tribe. Respect for the spirits is the banner of a wise one. A fine planet. Who are you? We are the children of the fiery mother and the pale father who looked after us day by day and guarded us by night. The faithful servants of the two-headed eagle god who shield our land from misfortune. His wings, we are the ungone forest-dwelling children of the earth and the guardians of the temple of Kretatemar, the first starborn to have ever set foot on the virgin soil of this land. I'm very sorry for her voice. I just read that it was like a really unpleasant one to listen to. I'm like, I don't really want to do something that's innately unpleasant. I'm gonna do one that just really sucks for me to read in. The eagle god, you say? Is it his brand that is burned on your forehead? Oh, yes. The elder nods respectfully. Many seasons have changed since this ruler received the eagle god's blessing and became the leader of this tribe. Only those close to the gods are allowed to bear their brands, and this ruler is one of them. I thought that Quetzalcoatl was the name of this place, but you speak of it as if it were a figure from the past. The legends of this place claim that a long time ago, the first among the Starborn descended upon this world, together with this ruler's ancestors, created the ancient cities and temples, and brought the blessings of the Eagle God unto the forests and lands. The fast-flowing time has erased the Starborn's name from the minds of the people. Only his title remains, Gratzatemar, the first of the chosen, the Sky Herald of the Eagle God, and the father of tribes. You know, I think I'm just gonna swap to an old lady voice. That's driving me insane, honestly. The flow of time is truly merciless to the meager memory of peasants. Cassie lets out a weary sigh and slightly rolls her eyes. According to the works of the archivist Zachary Fane III, Sebastian Winterscale was the first to discover this world for the Imperium subjects, and half a century after, an ark descended to the planet's surface, the Quetzalcoatl. I mean, you're kind of giving them sass, Cassia. I love you, Cassia, but like, you're kind of giving them sass, but not really like elaborating on why they're wrong. Because right now, so the early science scale is that it's 50 years since the planet, since the shuttle landed. But like, it's obviously more because like they clearly didn't just get here, you know. Okay, yeah, hundreds of years. There we go. Oh, sorry, I'm getting hungry and need to stretch to keep my blood flowing, dog. Over hundreds of years, the limited minds of the rabble have invented their own twisted history. One that the colonists' descendants still believe to this day. Why do you call me Starborn? Because you are the sky herald of the eagle god, created by him from the stars' glow and the night sky's darkness. The one who carries his seal in your image, clad in the armor of our ancestors' most ancient prophecies. Was my coming here foretold? Oh, yes, speaks with gods is the priest of this tribe, and this ruler's half-brother. He listens to the forest and calls to the gods, wards off the punishing lashes of the skies, and speaks to the God Eagle on behalf of our tribe. Before disappearing in the wandering forest, he told this ruler to prepare for your arrival. What else did Speaks with Gods predict? The elder's gaze darkened. Quetzaltemer is enraged by the invasion of the spirits from the darkness that have called a rain of fire and metal upon this world. He demands blood, and blood shall shake to the soil. No matter the path chosen by the gods who have come to the right to the wrong. The spirits of the darkness. So that is how the monkey of this world see my kin, as invaders, a calamity. Juliet lets out a strained sigh. But these monkeys have neither teeth nor claws. They are not even aware of the most basic technologies that your kind uses. So then why do my kin burn their world so fiercely? The elder recoils in fear after making out Juliet's true face with her half-blind eyes. The Starborn will be accompanied by a spirit to put an end to the misfortunes of this world. Thus spoke the priest. Seeing a spirit among the living is wrong. Spirits should stay in the spirit realm, and humans in the realm of the living. You think that several gods have set foot on Quetzaltemer? This ruler has already had the honor to greet a Starborn. As strong as a saber-toothed boar, as nimble as a forest jaguar, and as wise as a three-tongued guardian snake. Like a whirlwind, he charged into Quetzaltemer's forest, chasing the spirits from the darkness that descended upon the world 3 10-day moons before. The Starborn had lost his priest in battle, so he ordered this ruler's brother to help him trace the spirit's footsteps and cleanse Quetzaltemer of their filth. But when Speaks with God left home, something enraged the forest. Thus both the Starborn and his ruler's brother were trapped by the ever-changing paths and lurking evil spirits. The collected data partially matches completes the data received from the Emperor's vow. Caligo's Winterscale descended upon this world, lost a Psyker in battle with Xenos, and found a replacement in the village at the current coordinates. The powers of my kin may have disturbed the wild flora of the world, which then concealed the remnants of the children of Kudorak from the wrath of the arrival. That means they are somewhere in the forest, surviving, hiding, preying on one another. Do you know where your brother and the other Starborn are now? The woman shakes her head. The Eagle God Sky Herald wanted to find the den of the spirits from the darkness and destroy it. But the forest of Quetzaltemer is as endless as the skies above. When the sky touches the forest's edge, the deadlands begin, the realm of the dead whence there is no return. How do you even survive in the forest? Speaks with gods, hears the whispers of the leaves, and can commune with the tree spirits. The entire tribe participates in these soothing rituals, and that allows this ruler and her people to tread on safe paths. In a stern, brusque manner, Ulfar asks with interest. Offerings of game, protective amulets on the trails. After receiving an affirmative answer, he gives a firm and satisfied nod. And how exactly do we conduct the soothing ritual? The ritual requires a site imbued with the powers of Quetzaltemer, the heart of our village, and a priest to perform it. Alas, the fire rain claimed many of this ruler's priests, and thus this ruler's tribe can only pray for the mercy of the Eagle God and his star-born sky heralds. Nevertheless, this ruler knows that you will bring Speaks with Gods home and soothe the forest of Quetzaltemer. The prophecies of the priests have never betrayed our tribe before, and thus this ruler asks you to forget about your worries and rest here in the heart of the forest. I don't need to rest. Let's set out immediately. Then this ruler and her tribe will pray for your success to the Eagle God himself, O Starborn. Okay. Gonna real quickly loot. Ooh, what the fuck? Oh, it's another thingy thing. Augmetic. I'm gonna real quickly just loot this tribe of anything they're willing to give.
Victory awaits!
Oh, there it is. This is not highlighting for some reason. Loot, hop over here. Oh, journal. A monograph of Karl Emanuel Serobian Doe on the cultures of the Imperium's far worlds. The Children of Quetzaltemer Chronicles. An analysis of the canvases made from the wood-based fiber showed that the chronicles had been recorded for at least 500 years. The older chronicles tell of a bleak historical period of the tribe's decline due to an unknown virus. The symbols on the canvas resemble High Gothic letters, but the inhabitants did not know the origin of their meaning, claiming that the sacred knowledge was bestowed upon them by Quetzaltemer himself. This character, revered as a god, obviously originates from the Imperium that we know. His exact name either lost or adapted in accordance with local phonetics. The only other sacred symbol of the tribe reverse is the Aquila, the two-headed eagle god. A group of the most interesting canvases depicting tragic yet heroic deeds was confiscated and taken on board for further investigation. Many of the words made up from the scrambled Gothic symbols were easy to decipher, such as banished, sacrifice, valley, or land/lands, as well as death, incomprehensible, and merciful. This part most likely talks about some sort of sacrificial pilgrimage. A priestess confirmed my theory. Any tribesmen who have committed an offense can atone by sacrificium, a journey to the Deadlands full of unknown depths. The adepts that I have sent to investigate the Deadlands have not returned yet. End of log. Interesting. Go to the forest. What's down here? Lost Earth goes blind chance. Alright, well, we found a route?
A new challenge for me?
Oh no, that's as far as we'll go. Okay. Okay, I guess we go then. I'll actually save here, because this is a pretty good stopping point. Save. And I would like to thank you all very much for coming around and hanging out. I do greatly appreciate it. If you're over on Kick, please consider giving me a follow. It'd really help a lot. If you missed any of the stream, I will be uploading it over to YouTube later today. If you're over on YouTube, please consider a like, comment, or subscribe. All that interaction will help me out a ton. If you want to join the streams live, I do my best to stream every weekday for about 2 hours, starting around noon EST, and going for about 2 hours. Other than that, I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your days. Stay awesome, and peace out, homies.